Had a customer, had a sick calf, tried everything, running out of ideas, and left him thinking the thing was going to be gone. Come back the next day, and that calf was up and going.
Hey, welcome back to That Ranching Podcast, where you join us around the kitchen table to talk about real topics and real opportunities for folks in the ranching industry. I'm Trevor Greenfield, founder and co-owner of RioMax, and joining me this morning is Daryl Paskewitz and Twain Manning. Daryl, on the side, ranches in the short grass country of southwest Saskatchewan. He was in ranching long before he joined with Rio. Twain, on the other hand, has worked on his grandpa's feedlot since he was knee-high to a grasshopper. So thrilled to have these folks joining us at the kitchen table. We're going to answer the question, what is the RioMax Turboboost Paste? And how does it work? Why does it work so well? To understand this, let's just go back in time and talk about the origins of where the paste where it developed from. So I believe it was in Alberta, up in Canada. And Daryl, maybe you can tell us that story.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor. Yeah, that is exactly what it was. Had a customer up there, had a sick calf, tried everything, running out of ideas and options, and was getting ready to leave it for dead, and remembered that, that tub, he's seen the tub across the yard, cows looking at it. He said, remembering there's supposed to be a lot of goodies in there, I'm going to get that and dissolve it in some hot water. So he did that and tubed the calf, drenched the calf, and left him thinking the thing was going to be gone. Come back the next day, and that calf was up and going. Couldn't believe it, told us a story, and thus we went and developed the Y bullet. That was the start of that, wasn't it?
Which was a bolus, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's right. That was the start of the Y bullet, a bolus with reimmune yeast, which evolved into the current paste that we have today. We put it in a paste format, put the reimmune yeast in there, and added a whole range of minerals, vitamins, trace minerals, electrolytes, a way more powerful package than we originally started with, all from a story of a customer dissolving a RioMax lick tub in hot water and getting a calf back on its feet.
So thanks to that producer in Alberta, Canada, and our innovation comes from the ranch, comes from the needs of the people we serve. So that was a great story. And today, Turboboost is used across a lot of different parts of the industry. So I guess to talk about how it works, I divide it into three buckets. First one is we boost the immune status of that calf. Then we work on the digestion and the gut health. So we feeding the good guys, tying up and flushing out the bad guys. And thirdly, we we trigger an immune response. So that calf is fighting off disease challenges from the inside out. Twain, maybe you can talk a little bit as to, now we understand those three buckets. It's not just an electrolyte, it's not just a probiotic. It is cutting a very wide swath. What is the use case? Where do we use this?
Yeah, there's a lot of different uses, obviously, with what we're doing, but some of the key ones would include through calving, weaning, getting calves started on feed, or if you're shipping cattle, and then also in sick pen. So at feedlots, we got guys that are using it on incoming cattle as well as the cattle that eventually end up in the sick pen. They're giving them antibiotics, as you always say, anti-life, and then they're actually boosting that immune status again with the Turboboost, bringing some back to life.
So if they're running them through the chute, yeah, they may be knocking a disease, anti-life, antibiotic, and then they re-inoculate the good guys. I love it.
And then one thing we've seen most recently is as we get guys that start on the tubs, so let's say we're 2 months out from calving, so we're already into third trimester when they start on the tubs, they maybe will order paste as well to have it on hand. So when those calves start hitting the ground, not only have the mamas been on the RioMax Science through calving, but then they're giving them a shot right as they hit the ground. Or if a guy's just starting on the tubs close to breeding, if you run the cows through the chute, maybe you'd give them a dose then, or come closer to weaning. So if you're new to the RioMax program and you want to make sure that science is into them right now, the Turboboost Paste is a great way to do that.
I think of it as, you're driving onto an interstate, and that paste can help you on-ramp and get up to speed fast. Like Twain said, if you're coming up to calving or breeding. So a great tool there. But again, to when you work with Mother Nature, you're feeding the good, you're feeding that immune system, you're feeding the digestive system, and you're tying up and flushing out and neutralizing the bad guys. It is a winning formula. Well, that wraps us up for this morning. As always, we're true to our purpose, and that is driving profitability back to rural North America. Unapologetically, it's who we are. It's what we do. We trust this has been meaningful for you. And don't forget to tune in next Thursday morning. From the kitchen table on That Ranching Podcast, good morning. Have a great day.